Good afternoon, everyone. So, welcome to this encounter of grammar. So, we are going to start. So, I sent you by the chat the link of attendance so you can fill this form. Okay. So, remember that this form is really important for notice your tutor that you sign or join into this class. Okay. So, please don't forget to fill this form. Let's start with the topic. So today the topic is really basic. You know that it is A2 basic English. So the topic of today is comparatives and superlatives. So who wants to start with a few explanation about comparatives and superlatives? Who wants to help me?
Well, when we are talking about comparative, it's about to give description between two or more people or maybe things. And when we are talking about superlative, we are giving the major description that that things or that person have among a majority. I think that would be an explanation.
Okay, perfect. It's to describe some things or some stuff or people or objects or animals, something like that. So, what is the difference between comparatives and superlatives? What do you think is the difference between these? Nobody? Okay, remember the comparatives are things that you can compare it with another thing, and superlatives are the things that you don't consider. Uh, these can have a description or a comparison of this, right? So there are things that you can't compare by only words because it's really amazing, right? So that's the difference between comparatives and superlatives. Now, here we go with this part. We have the subject plus verb plus adjective in the comparative grade, plus then plus the name of the object or the complement. Okay, so what is the meaning of the word then? Do you remember what is the meaning of this?
Okay. Hey.
Exactly. And what is the function of this word? What is the function of this?
Compare something.
Compare, exactly, compare two things or more than two things, right? So it is the word that can be like a conjunction to to complete both both things to compare, right? So who wants to give me an example using than? Tell me an example.
Teacher, can be, I don't know, Andres is better student than Carlos.
Okay, it could be right. So remember to follow this structure. Okay, structure: subject, verb, adjective, then and the name of the object or the animal or the person. Okay.
Okay, teacher.
So here we go with these examples. So please help me to read this. So who wants to
My
read?
my house is larger than hers. This but is smaller than the one I lost. Your dog ran faster than Jim's dog. The rock flew higher than the roof. Jim and Jack are both my friend, but I like Jack better than Jim.
Okay, excellent. So we have the subject, right? House in the first one. My house. Next, let's continue the tense, right? The tense in this case is the to be verb, and we have the comparative and the adjective, then and the possessive. In this case, hers. So, who wants to explain me why we have er in the first one, larger, and not is more large than hers? Who can explain me the first part according you remember? Can you help me, Camila, please?
Hello, can you hear me?
Yes.
I think that is because there is one rule that says when a word has like four more syllables, we have to use more large than, you use the pairing base. When we have a one or two syllables, we have to add ear depending of the word.
Exactly, good job. So remember that we have this adjective is it's a short adjective, right? So the short adjective in the comparative rate we have er. So we add er to the end of this adjective, right? Like this way, larger than hers. And for example, who wants to tell me how would you do to make a sentence using a, an extense or a big, a large adjective, a long adjective? Who wants to tell me how is the structure here?
I think is subject, verb, uh, more, adjective, then, and the complement.
Yeah, that's right. Excellent. Remember that it's to the comparative rates, right? So now please explain me the last sentence. Jim and Jack are both my friends, but I like Jack better. So, who wants to tell me what is the meaning or what is the function in the comparative grade better? It is a irregular or a regular adjective. The adjective better, remember.
Is a regular adjective?
No, better, it's an irregular, okay? It's an irregular adjective because the form changes, okay? The form changes. So, for example, in the superlative, it would be like the best, right? In the comparative rate is better, okay? So that's the form changes. It's the same like a verb. For example, the irregular verbs and irregular verbs. Remember that regular verbs, or in this case, for example, in the adjectives, it is the same form, right? So regular adjectives are words that don't change, and you only add er or est if it is superlative or comparative, and the form doesn't change. But in the case of better, it is an irregular adjective. That is that the form changes. So do you have any doubt until now?
No, it's clear.
Okay, perfect. Let's continue. Now the adjectives in the superlative. Great. So here in the definition, we have the superlative to describe an object that is found like amazing, right? Like I told you. So here we have some examples: tallest, smallest, fattest, highest. So how would be if you have an adjective that is a long adjective? What is the addition of this? If we know that in the short adjectives we use est. If we
Mm,
know, okay, tell me.
I think it's most.
Must, good job. And what is the other word that is lacking here to put sense to the sentence? So please look the structure below. So we have subject plus verb plus the article de, okay? Or the. The article the plus the adjective in superlative grade plus the object, okay? So here we have some examples. My house is the largest one in our neighborhood. Remember that these are with short adjectives. That is that we use est. But remember a rule: when when an adjective finished with a y, right, with a consonant y, we use or we change this for I, okay, for I. Or in some cases, we don't change the y and we put both of them. So y and I. So in this case, for example, with the verb funny, with the adjective funny. So how could you put in this case with the adjective funny? Who wants to tell me what are you going to do? To put y, or you're going only to put I and est? remember, if you find consonant, vowel, consonant, you need to double the consonant, in this case in the adjective funny, and to change the Y for the I. So in this case, you say funniest, okay? The funniest, in the case of the adjective, like example. Okay, so we have, this is the smallest box I've ever seen, smallest. The other one, fastest. Remember that in the superlative, you always need to put the article de after and after this, the adjective and the est, or in short words in Spanish, más, or the grade of superlative comparison. And in the with the long adjectives, we have must, and with the article de. Okay. Now, like you said before, I don't know who wants the person that explain about this part, but when we add er to the comparative and est to the superlative, if the adjective finish in consonant, vowel, consonant, the last consonant must to repeat before to add the est in this case, with adjectives of only a syllable. Okay, so in the case that both of these adjectives have more syllables, we change the sense of this. Okay, so we have this table. So tall, comparative, taller, and superlative, tallest. Remember that these are short adjectives. We have the adjectives of two syllables that can form by the comparative adding er. Remember er. And in this case, remember that if it is superlative, we add est. Okay. And remember, if it is a long adjective, we put must, and in this case, in the rule of two syllables. And we have some examples. For example, look at here. Happy. Happy, we have consonant, vowel, consonant, right? So we have a Y. So we change this Y by what vowel?
I.
I. And we finished with ER in the comparative way. But in the superlative, we put est. So it would be happier in the comparative and happiest in the superlative. So bossy, in this case, bossy. So remember here, it is a Y, and we change this for I. In this case, can you tell me why we can't put both of these letters, Y and I? I'm going to make you the question again. Can you tell me why, in this case, we change Y by an I, and we can't put both of these letters together, Y and
because
I?
because before the letter Y is a consonant, and when we have a consonant before the letter Y, we have to change it for an I, and it depends if it's comparative or superlative.
Exactly. Good job. And in the other case, why we can't put double letter, or we can double the consonant? Because here the rule is consonant, vowel, consonant, but in this case we have both of these consonants, and it is not possible to put or to double the consonant, right? Now, in this case, we are talking about the long adjectives, so important, expensive, intelligent, right? Dangerous. Some of these adjectives can be used with more in the comparative way and in the superlative most. And remember adding the article the. And here we go with the irregular adjectives. So it is important that you take note or that you took note of this table. So please don't forget when you are going to write down in English language in this case. So good, bad, little, much, and far are the only adjectives in English language that change the form of or the change, the base is change, okay? So in the comparatives good, it sounds like better, and in the superlative way, best. So it is not common to say gooder or the goodest, right? That's wrong. That's a mistake. That's why we have some of these irregular, and in English, it doesn't sound good. That's why they are irregular adjectives. So we have bad in the comparative worst and worst, little, less, and least, much more and most, and far, farther, farther, farthest, and farthest. So remember, it does in the last one, it doesn't matter if you write this with U or with A. In this case, farthest and farthest. It is the same meaning. It doesn't matter if you write like I said before, okay? You can use both of these of these things. So now I'm gonna tell you that you please um take a screenshot of this table, because you are going to need this table forward. Okay, so take a screenshot or take note about this, and please tell me when you finish to paste this in a work document or to write down on your phone or on a paper. But please tell me when you finish.
I'm done.
Okay, perfect. Now, can you help me to read these examples, please? Someone of you, I don't know, Diana.
Yeah. Um, Today is the worst day I've had in a long time. You play tennis better than I do. This is the least expensive sweater in the store. This sweater is less expensive in than that one. I ran pretty far yesterday, but I ran even farther today.
Okay, thank you so much. Now we are going to start with our activities. So what do we have to do? I'm going to share to you a link, okay? So you're going to play this game, and someone of you is going to share the screen, okay? And the other one is going to support the classmate, and you're going to help help him or to help her to find the the result or to solve the following parts of the comparatives of the comparatives and superlatives. Okay, so who wants to start? Okay, I'm going to give the word to Juan Carlos. Juan Carlos, can you share your screen and sign in the link that I sent by the chat? Are you there, Juan Carlos?
Teacher, I entered to the link. Sure.
Okay, perfect. And don't forget to share your screen, okay?
Okay.
Okay, are you ready now?
What one, please, teacher?
Okay, no problem.
Teacher, I sent I screenshot in
But
the chat.
I'm going to I'm going to talk in Spanish, so you didn't understand what I tried to talk to you. Estaba diciendo que por favor compartieras tu pantalla para realizar los ejercicios con tus compañeras.
Ah, okay, teacher, excuse me.
¿Puedes por favor compartir pantalla?
Teacher, from my cell phone. Excuse me, please,
Can you share by the computer, Camila? Thanks, Juan Carlos. Camila or Diana, please. Can you share your screen?
Teacher, I would try because my computer is a little bit slow, but let me open the link first.
Okay, perfect. No problem.
And I will try it, okay? Or someone is oh, Juan Carlos is sharing the screen, I guess.
Okay, okay. Juan Carlos, you are sharing your screen. Can you realize or develop the exercise and with your partners, please?
Ready, teacher.
Okay, perfect. Let's start. Girls, please help him to solve these simple sentences.
I think she's taller than me. The first one.
This is the second example.
The first
What do
one, I
you think,
guess.
Camila? Mm-hmm.
It's
The first one
Diana.
because it's written in a good way, in a correct way. So that's why it is the first.
The correct answer in this example, teacher, she is the tallest.
It's Sally. She's the tallest. The first one. Okay. Next.
The first one. I'm the most talkative. Oof, I don't know how to pronounce it.
What part? The most talkative. Okay. Talkative. Talkative.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, now finished.
Yes, teacher, yes.
Okay, perfect. Now I'm going to share to you my screen again. So give me a moment, please. So the next exercise is the following. Here it's a different exercise. So you need to look for in the internet um, 5 adjectives. Okay, 5 adjectives. So these adjectives could be long and short. Okay, so for example, in this case, or maybe it could be only three adjectives. So you choose a long adjective and the other one uh, have to be short. Okay, so what are you gonna do? Like in this example, you are going to draw. Okay, draw. You need to draw in a paper the adjective. Okay, so like in this image, so we have the adjective tall and the image, comparative taller, and superlative the tallest. Okay, and you need to make to compare in the images, but only by telling this and by drawing like in this example. Okay, did you understand the exercise?
Yes.
So only 3 adjectives. Okay, 3 adjectives. So for example, the adjectives can't be repeat. Okay, so you are going to write, sorry, right now on the chat what are the adjectives that you are going to draw. And you are going to show me in a paper. So for example, in this case, we are going to turn on the cameras and you're going to show me the draws that you did. Okay, with the 3 adjectives. and to tell me, okay, this is a short, the comparative is shorter, and the superlative is the shortest. Okay? So please advise me when you finished. No olviden que tienen que hacer los dibujos, ¿no? Y ahorita me los muestran en un papelito dibujados. ¿Listo? No, no problem. It doesn't matter. You are really good. The important thing is that we can see the difference or and the meaning of the adjectives, okay? It doesn't matter, Juan Carlos. The important thing is that you do the exercise, okay? You forgot the article the article the most expensive. You forgot that part. Small,
Okay, teacher.
small, smaller, and smallest. The same to the Juan Carlos correction. The smallest, okay? The smallest. The article the. Okay, okay, dear students. Now, until now, do you have any question?
No, teacher, no.
All is clear?
Yes.
Okay, perfect. Now I'm going to share to you a link where you are going to watch a video about London. Okay, so it is a British English, so you need to pay attention to this vocabulary, and if it is necessary and you need, you can put subtitles in English, okay? In English, that it is possible. If maybe in the video is talk so fast, okay? Then let me share to you the link. When you finish the video, we are going to finish our class and you're going to conclude this class with this, okay? This is a little exercise about this, okay?
Okay, teacher.
I have already seen the video, so thank you.
Okay, perfect. So, what is the opinion of this video for you? What did you understand? What are the reflection of this? What did you understand about this?
People were giving their opinions about the good and bad things about London.
Okay, so do you understand the video watching subtitles in English or without subtitles?
With subtitles. Yeah, it's difficult without subtitles.
Yeah, I know. By only listening, it's a little difficult. But when you see the subtitles, it's easier to understand what they are trying to tell. And you have a word that you didn't know. It was a strange word.
Yeah, but I don't remember which one it was. But I understood by context.
Okay, perfect. Perfect. Thanks so much. And Juan Carlos, did you understand the video at all?
Teacher, really is very difficult because the people talk very fast. And I understood the people different moments comparative and the country about the different about the
Mm-hmm.
London. So, yeah, the
Okay,
description and
perfect.
the wonderful and the beautiful city because any active work.
Okay, excellent. The idea of this exercise was to entertain yourself by listening in British English. Okay? Okay, thanks so much for being here. So don't forget to fill the form of attendance. So take care of you and have a good night.
Okay, thank you. Bye.
Bye bye. See you.
Bye, teacher. Thanks.